Shalmali.
Hi, this is Durga.
And
we are
the Rakhi names. Yeah, we got it together, yeah.
Did we? I don't think so.
No?
But it's okay, yeah. It's our first video.
It's our first video.
Okay, now tell me, Shalmali.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Oh, well, we are here to create something.
What kind of things?
Well, something that we love and we enjoy and we just love to create.
And how do you think we are going to do that?
With these beautiful hands of ours. These talented and spontaneous and beautiful hands.
Okay, now that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, what do you think we should make today?
What should we make? Well, Rakhabandban is just around the corner, so why don't we just start with making a Rakhi?
Oh
What do you say?
yeah, as it is, we'll have to buy our brothers the Rakhi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
So, I think we should start.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because we are really bad at this talking stuff. So we should just go ahead and start and not bother people.
I think so. I think we should just jump into it right away. Welcome to my working table. So I'm going to make a silk thread Rakhi. Silk because it is shiny and it is festive. You'll get a silk thread in a craft store or a stationery store or a Mahila Vastu Bhandar kind of store. If you don't get a silk thread, you can use a normal thread, but your Rakhi will not have that shine. What you'll need also is scissors, sellotape or a washi tape. This is only for measurements. Toothbrush, Fevicol, thread and needle. You'll also need a thick threads, like these are embroidery and shiny threads. These are to make that Rakhi's time part. Need a filler. I'm using this jewelry kind of thing. You can use a pearl or a bead or anything which you would like to put in. I'll also be giving you some tips so that your process is not messy. Okay, so first we are going to begin with the center part of our Rakhi. This is a silk thread and this has a tendency to entangle very fast. So my first tip is, whenever you are using a silk thread, put it inside a bowl or a cup or somewhere where it will not come out and fall and start getting entangled. So I'm going to put it here. We'll start rolling this thread over the sellotape like this. You have to at least do it 200 times. Mine is 6 now. Because you don't want your Rakhi to be too thin. So minimum 200. Now this is nice and thick. This is the most crucial part. This is where this Rakhi might go wrong. Be present, be very focused and remove this chunk and hold it tightly. No strings should go out like this. Then hold all these strings together and take a new thread and pull it around. Try to keep it in the center. Pull it tightly and put a knot like this. If you want, one more knot for safety. Pull it tight, very tight, and now you are safe. It should look something like this. Snip it. Now there is no going back. Snip anything. It should look like this. Now on the other side, same thing. A bunch is looking like this, because we have tied a knot in the center. But if you want, you can tie it somewhere here or here, and then your Rakhi will look like this. It will have, I have just made to show you, it will have this kind of pattern and layer to it. But now we are making the center and the most normal one. The next step is to find the center of this thing, and once you find it, hold it tight and press it on the surface. The most fun part of this Rakhi is to start brushing it. Now I think we have reached the desired result. So the next step is to give it a finishing touch. So what we'll do is tip number 2, so that we don't make a lot of kachra, we have to take this helpful bowl again and hold it with the size of which you want your Rakhi to be. I'm going to use this coin, and now I'm going to start snipping the edges of this Rakhi so that everything is in level and it will look nice and finished. I think this is looking very cute. Our shiny chapati is ready, and look how nice, thick. The texture of this is so nice. I just love this. And on top of that, we have saved ourselves from so much effort. Next step is completely optional. What I have done is I have made one more other color chapati, which is smaller size. The only thing I have done is, while cutting, I have taken the 10 rupee coin as reference and chopped the edges. All the other steps are the same. I just wanted to add another layer to my Rakhi so that I'll have this nice rosy effect. Now all you have to do is stick these 2 chapatis together with a Fevicol. We will add our jewel. There's one more option, that you can stitch these 3 together after sticking them so that it's more sturdy. I don't think I need to do it right now because they are very nicely sticked. Just look at it. Wow. Moving on to the tying part of our Rakhi. Take a thread and take a size of how long you want your Rakhi to be. I think this much should be enough. Tie a knot. Have to attach it to the Rakhi. How we are going to do is just Fevicol it. Secure it with a ribbon or paper cup. I have used a paper cup square. I am going to just glue it. And just look how beautiful this is looking. I think this is the most beautiful Rakhi ever. what you guys can do is, this is two colored one. I've also made one colored Rakhi, which is just the single plain thing which we did, and I have used a button and pearls with it. This is also very beautiful. This is very simple. Okay, so my Rakhi is done. I'm very happy with the results, and now I'm excited to see what Shalmali is doing. I'm sure you guys are too. Let's go there.
Well, thank you, Durga. So this is Shalmali and this is my work table. So the Rakhi that I'll be preparing, it will be jute and crochet. Why I'm doing jute and crochet? It's because I love doing crochet. And I thought I'll mix it up with jute to give it a different feel. Okay, so let me start by telling you what all we need to make this Rakhi. First of all, the most important two things: the bundle of jute and a bundle of embroidery thread, a crochet needle, some needle and thread, scissors, Fevicol or any glue that you prefer, and a few beads to decorate the Rakhi. Okay, that's it. So let's start making the Rakhi. So let's start. I've cut some of the jute thread. You can take whatever length you want. Okay, I've taken so much. So let's start. Just take some glue and apply it on one side of the jute, and then just start rolling it. Okay, this is going to be a bit messy, but you just have to have some patience. Let's just apply and roll. Apply and roll. So this is ready. Don't worry if it feels a little sticky, it will dry out. Okay, so we're going to just keep this aside so it can dry. So the next step would be to make the thread. So you take the embroidery needle. Now you need to make a knot. Okay, so just make a simple knot. And you see this loop? Okay, so you have to insert the needle in the loop. Okay, and then just pull it. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to do a chain stitch. Okay, so just wrap the thread around your finger so that it is taut. Okay, and then just you take the needle and you swirl it around the thread. Okay, as you do that, you see the pointy hair over here. You hold the thread and then you pull it from inside the loop. Okay, you swirl the needle around the thread and pull it out. Okay, now you do this. So your knot is ready. Do it a second time. Okay, now do you see this? You see this formation? Okay, that is called a chain. Okay, so now we're going to continue this till we have the length that we need to tie around the wrist. Okay, I think that's about enough. So now once we have reached the end point, we'll have to come back. So now we started from right to left. Okay, so we've ended over here. Now we have to come back down to the starting point. Okay, now to do that, you see the last chain in line. You see this? Okay, so you just have to insert the needle in the chain. You insert it in. Okay, and you twirl the needle around the thread and you pull it from the loop. So once you pull it from the loop, you have these two loops on the needle itself. Okay, so what we'll have to do, we'll have to twirl again and we'll have to pull the thread from both the loops. Okay, so insert in the gap, pull, twirl the needle and pull it. Okay, so this goes in, you pull the thread out, so you have two loops, twirl the thread and pull. You continue this step till the starting point. you have reached the starting point, you just cut off the thread. You see this loop, you just pull it. So once you've pulled it, you need to tie a knot so that it is secure. So that's how it will look. So now all we have to do is join this and this together. We'll need threads on both the ends for it to be tied. Okay, so just measure the wrist, and about, yeah, that will be enough. Okay, so just take a thread and double it. Okay, once you've doubled it, take the center point, find a gap at the end of the crocheted part and just pull the thread from within. Okay, so once that is done, just measure the center. Okay, and tie a knot. If you don't want to double it, that is also fine, but it just looks better. That's why I'm doing it. Just cut off this and do the same with the other part. That's how it will look. So now we'll have to measure the center so that we can stitch the disc to it. That's it, that's the center. So we take it, hold it in the center. Now this is entirely up to you whether you want to stitch it or you want to just stick it on. I do both just for safety. I'm just going to apply a bit of Fevicol over there. The swirl takes a little time to dry, so be patient. Okay, so once that is done, you can leave it like this. It's entirely up to you, but I prefer stitching it because that is more secure. So you have to be very careful about it. Okay. So you see that? So this is secure. It becomes secure. So just stitch the entire thing like that. Okay, so we are almost there. So this is how it looks like now. So now all we need to do is put some beads or something in the center. So I'm taking a red colored bead. So all you have to do, you need the needle and thread for this. Just thread the needle through the center. Pull the needle through the center. Make sure that it goes through the jute and through the embroidery thread. Now just thread the bead through. Okay, so now that's it. So that is how it will look. Go back. Make sure that it's adjusted properly. So I'm just going to repeat the step one more time so that it is more secure. Secure a knot at the back of the Rakhi. And that's it. It's done. And so I am done with my Rakhi, and I'm really happy about it. It's very simple and very sweet, not too exuberant. So I'm quite happy, and now I'm really excited to see what Durga is doing and what kind of a Rakhi she has made. So come on Durga, let me see what you have done.